Aquarius, and welcome back to the Journey of Self. I am your intuitive tarot reader as well as your host, Brandy, and this is The Journey. This is going to be the love portion of the generals for the month. Okay, let me see here. I just need to set my phone on silent because it's been annoying me. All right, so let's get started. We're going to do, let's see, thinking of the spread. I didn't actually think this through. All I knew is that I wanted to separate the love readings from the general and the spiritual because they both can take some time. So to make a shorter video, let's get it. All right. Okay, so why not do I'm going to do a 5-card spread. All right, guys. So just remember to like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell below. Tell a friend to holla at me. All right, Aquarius. Now, I don't know if y'all saw that other reading I did, what they've been telling you what to expect. I don't know if y'all saw that, but every time I see this come up for y'all, I get scared now because the last time this came up in y'all reading, it got crazy around here. Y'all was getting all, I don't know, y'all was messing with a freak. I don't know. Let's get into it though. All right, first card out, we have the 10 of Cups. Second card out, we have the 3 of Cups. Okay, remember, this is the law of attraction. The law of attraction. The law of attraction deck, it does not have the same meanings as the original Rider-Waite. That is the Ace of Cups. Then we have the Emperor. It's looking real good, guys. And then we have the Chariot. Okay. So first off the bat, I have some things here. Home is the first thing I'm getting off of the 10 of Cups. Home, happiness, vulnerability, openness. Okay. Then I have solutions. Okay. For some people, there could be a little bit of a sense of jealousy, or for some people, I'm going to call it sexual exploration. Then we have the Ace of Cups, which talks about fertility. It also talks about new emotional beginnings. Then we have the Emperor, which talks about emotional maturity, as well as the Chariot card, which is last. The Chariot in this particular deck and I'm checking it out. Because the Chariot, it talks about dynamism, which is talking about dynamics. Understanding the dualities of life and the ability to move forward with them, right? This could also talk about success in the undertaking of whatever it is you're undertaking, which is love in this particular reading or relationship. It also talks about evaluating the pros and cons. Some of you could be dealing with someone who is rising in fame or notoriety in their career. Okay. All right. So we have some Other cards here from the Romance Angels. Free yourself. It is time to take back control of your life. Worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. Love yourself first. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. And pay attention to the red flags. All right, so let's get started. Let's clarify the 10 of Cups, which talks about home. Also talks about emotional satisfaction. I'm going to put this card back because it just flipped out of nowhere. I wasn't quite ready. All right, let's get started. All right, some people may actually be looking for answers here with the 4 of Pentacles. I feel as though there is someone who may be holding on either to their purse strings or their heartstrings tightly and may not be able to open up. This 10 of Cups talks about emotional satisfaction. However, it also has a sense of vulnerability and openness to it. I mean, as this woman is sitting here rather naked, there's also something here in reference to self-confidence. I think that is also clarified and further talked about by this particular card. Love yourself first. There's also an implication in the 3 of Cups, but we'll get to that as we go. The 8 of Swords, being stuck in your head about something and working hard as well at the same time. The Fool. For some of you, your taste may be changing, or you may be taking a leap of faith and going in a new direction. This could be with this relationship. It's not always about going in a new direction to leave. It could sometimes mean that your relationship is going to another level. Some people may have had failed situations before and may be crying over spilled milk or what happened in the past. The Wheel of Fortune is present, as well as the 5 of Cups. The Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune is a little bit similar to me in this particular spread to the Chariot card, because the Chariot card talks about riding the ebb and flow of life, weighing the pros and cons. The Wheel of Fortune turns, and it also talks about ebb and flow of life. Some people may be a little bit defensive or feel as though whatever information is coming in is cold and hard. The 3 of Cups. Let's clarify the 3 of Cups. The 3 of Cups has been clarified by the Queen of Wands, as well as the 10 of Wands. I think that a lot of you are trying to use your intuition and see something in this situation, trying to find a solution to a particular situation. Some people may be getting their walking papers. Some people may be giving someone else their walking papers. But I feel as though you guys are kind of tired of either, the ramifications, the responsibility, or something that's going on in the dynamic of this relationship. And you're kind of trying to figure out where you're going, what you're doing, and what do you have. Also alluding to the Chariot card, weighing the pros and cons, as well as moving forward in wisdom. Some of you may have choices, and you may be dealing with an energy of another person that is not quite grounded. Empty promises is what I see when I see this card in love. The Page of Wands. To me, the Page of Wands is like that. I always say this, and if you watched the last video, sorry for repeating, but the Page of Wands is like that person that's always talking about what they're going to do. But because they're so young and ungrounded, you may never see that come into fruition. So here with the Page of Wands, it could be information coming in. Maybe someone is promising you something. I'm not saying it's not true. They may truly want to make this happen. But if the energy is not grounded, it's going to have a hard time coming to fruition. This is also double backed up by the Page of Swords, which talks about information coming in, as well as in the corner of this picture, this man is telling this woman, I believe, how he feels. The 7 of Cups talks about confusion, illusions, delusions, disillusion. The Ace of Cups is clarified by the 9 of Cups, which talks about a wish fulfilled, as well as the 10 of Cups is now here again. I think that whatever this new love opportunity is, you guys are going to have to, or for this relationship to go to another level, you guys are going to have to open up and let the past go. Be vulnerable. Be open. Go for what it is you want. Be honest with your feelings and your emotions. One more card for the Ace of Cups. The Ace of Cups also talks about pregnancy, but I don't have any other cards backing that up just yet. Some of you are trying to find your balance. This is something that you really want. I feel like the emotions are strong. Some of you may be waiting for this to come. Maybe you feel it intuitively, like this is coming. Or maybe, like I said, someone has told you that this is what's coming. Your relationship is moving to another level. Some people are trying to juggle something. It could be career and love. It could be life and love. I don't know. But there's a sense of someone trying to find their balance and gain their rhythm. Two other cards came out. The Hermit, introspection. Some of you may be dealing with a new offer of love. Some of you could have just moved. Either moved back home, not to your mama's house, but moved back to your home city. Some of you could have just purchased a home. Okay. No shade tea, first of all, to the people living at their mama's house. All right. I don't want to make it seem like that. But when I say move back home, I always think of home is where my mama at. Okay. But what I'm saying is some of you may have moved back to your place of birth, your city that you're from. Some of you may have achieved, like I said, buying a home. The 10 of Cups could also represent harmony and happiness in your relationship, correct? So I feel like there's some type of emotional achievement or some type of move that you've just made. Let me move these cards. Excuse me, guys. Y'all know I'm a Aquarius, so when I move on, right? I done put the cards on top. Sorry, it's a little messy. I'll figure it out. All right. So moving back home, you found solutions to problems, or you're looking for solutions for a particular problem. Some of you are waiting on things to come to fruition that you and maybe your mate have discussed. Some people have choices in love. There's a new love coming in and they're a little bit confused. They don't know who to choose or what to choose or what's real and what's illusion. Okay? I feel as though you guys are trying to gain your rhythm, your balance, and go for what is going to make you happy, but you're doing some introspection here with the Hermit. Then we have the Six of Swords. The Six of Swords is here clarifying this Ace of Cups. I feel like it's a promise of moving to calmer waters. You guys may have to cut out some things that are holding you back or harming you. You may have to do a little bit of shadow work in order to accept this love offer. Love yourself first, because your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. And free yourself. It was the first card out, and I think this lady here in the 10 of Cups is pretty free, right? And it was clarified. The 10 of Cups was clarified by the Fool card. The Fool is often free, especially free from the past. Then we have the Emperor here. Emotional maturity. I feel like you guys are leveling up. This is my card of pregnancy. Some of you are transforming in a way because you're pregnant. I feel like you guys are trying to be emotionally mature. You're making plans. You could be dealing with a fire sign, an earth sign. I don't really like doing signs because it's not really relevant. You know who you're talking to, right? And I'm not going to say what I was going to say because I just be sarcastic as hell sometimes. And that's not what we need right now. I feel like you guys, this is my card of also being free. Some of you just may be dating. You may have decided, you know what, I'm not looking for anything heavy. I kind of just want to do my own thing, build my own life, and date and see what happens. There may be someone coming in really cheerful, really can make you laugh. This person is coming in to offer you love. Some of you may not take this person serious because they're so playful. But this person may have some plans for you, let me tell you. This could be a water sign. Chariot. This is confirmed for me with the Chariot when we talk about weighing the pros and cons. If we ever look at the star card in my deck, the African American Tarot, I always talk about her having a duality in the background. One side of the sky is clear, one side of the sky is cloudy. I had to slow down, guys. I'm talking a mile a minute and tripping over my words. And I feel like she's taking things for what they are. She is vulnerable. She is open. She is healed or healing and going for what it is that she wants. Some of you are ending a relationship, but some of you are about to be proposed to. Let me just say that. Three of Pentacles. Some of you may have your career taken off as well. This card for me, for some reason, is bringing career up. I was going to say that, but then I was like, this is a love reading. But then it's also further. It's further confirmed for me here. Some of you could have found love at work. Some of you are starting to see your relationship take shape. I'm telling you, some of you are going to the chapel and you're going to get married. Some of you are also looking at someone or something from afar. You may be wanting to move to purchase that house or to, start a new life in an old place. I'm getting a sense of. There's a sense of new passion coming in. What do we need to free ourselves from? Okay. Some of you are freeing yourselves. Some of you are spiritually, becoming more in tune. Some of you are freeing yourselves from a marriage. Some people are getting married, and it's only going to bring you that emotional fulfillment. But in order to do that, you have to free yourself from the chains that hold you back, right? Free yourselves from any type of negative thinking, toxic situations or talk to yourself, toxic connections, things that are not serving you, things that are not letting you be your higher self, things that don't make you look to the sky. Like I said, some people are freeing themselves from a marriage. Emotional maturity, fertility. There is a love offer coming. Once again, the Page of Cups is here. The Knight of Cups is already here, as well as the King of Cups. So somebody is maybe definitely moving away or moving toward a water sign. Some of you are being pursued, and you may be playing hard to get, or somebody may be playing hard to get with you. I feel like it is worth waiting for. I decided to start clarifying some of these other cards because sometimes they're vague, right? These romance angel cards, sometimes you're like, well, who are we talking to in the story, right? It's like, well, is that card for me or is it for the person getting a divorce? Like, who? I just started to clarify them. I thought I would do that today. We have the Two of Swords, which talks about aiming and shooting at something from afar. So the person that you can be in love with could be at a distance from you. And you may be trying to work on yourself to get yourself together, or they could be working on themselves to make a hard decision to move forward with the relationship. Intuition as well. Somebody may be trying to figure out where they're giving their cup, how they're giving their cup, how they're partaking of their emotions, and who they're going to give their emotions to. Very loving energy here. Some of you may be in a relationship where either you have a choice or the other person has a choice. The advice is to love yourself first. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. Some of you also may be dealing with someone who may have a baby on the way. I'm going to leave it there. You figure out the rest, or you fill in the rest. Not being sarcastic, just saying. Yeah. There's a choice here twice of passion and love, or passion and emotion. So love yourself first. and do it for selfish reasons, as I always say here on the journey of self. Do it for selfish reasons. Some of you may want to fight for this person's affection or this relationship because maybe you've spent some time in it and you're building what you're protecting what you've built. There's a lesson to be learned here. The people on the top, they're sitting in class, they're being taught something. There's a lesson to be learned here. And I think it's about a lesson of self-respect and self-love. I'm just clarifying the card. That's why I'm saying that, because someone here has choices. Either you're being called to make a healthier choice for yourself through your self-respect, or you're being called to maybe not be defensive or defend something where somebody else thinks that you're an option. Drake, I'm more than just an option, right? They might be treating you like a snack and you might be the whole meal. Pay attention to the red flags. The signs are cautioning you. As I clarify this card, I guess it's something about devil energy, because we know when the strength card is present, the devil is somewhere lurking. You may be dealing with someone who has unhealthy attachments, or how could I put this? You may be dealing with somebody because, listen, I don't really like to talk about the implications of this card because whoever wrote this book had a crazy way of looking at life. I like it in a way because they could spin anything to a positive. But let me tell you something. When it comes to these choices, there could be somebody playing with you, because that's why this strength card came out, to pay attention to the red flags. He has two sets of three eyes. I always see this as the third eye. The Queen of Wands is already out here. She's very intuitive, as well as the Queen of Cups, right? Let me tell you something. What I'm getting off of this is this. And let me tell y'all something. I'm not a pot stirrer. I don't really appreciate that, right? People need positivity in their lives. And I believe that words have power. So when I say this, it should only click if this is your situation. If this is not your situation, you're just sitting in an arena watching somebody else's life unfold, okay? So just remember that. I shouldn't be telling you things that you don't necessarily know. That's how I feel about tarot. It should be confirmation, not necessarily prophetic all the time. You know what I mean? You could be dealing with somebody who likes putting people in competition. It feeds their ego. They may do this to just get a rise out of you. They may even be a little bit kinky in a way where they like to see the competition because it leads to some type of passion between them and the choices. I don't know if y'all catch my drift, but I'm clarifying, pay attention to the red flags. If you're dealing with somebody who is doing something devilish, what is the devil? Excess stuff, right? Mustard and ketchup, the condiments, the extra shit, the things we don't really need, correct? The unhealthy attachment. I do believe that, let me see, the Four of Pentacles is already out here. So what that tells me is some of you could be holding on to something that you need to let go of. You could be defending your position because someone has choices. Okay? This card is about someone liking choices because it leads to passionate, rekindled sexual potency. I swear, like, this card is crazy, and I usually don't even talk about that portion of it. And I think when I did your reading last month on what they've been telling you what to expect, we talked about you could be dealing with somebody who likes to sexually experiment, or you may let a freak out the closet, right? And I said to you guys, be careful what you agree to with this person. Mean what you say and say what you mean, right? And I think we talked about boundaries. Well, this to me is coming up again because it came up again in another love reading. This, to me, defensiveness, trying to find your footing, trying to keep your place, is about boundaries. This person has choices. This could be you doing this to somebody else. Strength card, clarifying, pay attention to the red flags. Unfortunately, guys, this could be a person's MO, mode of operation. That's what they do. Let me get another card for it. This is how they are. It's not a chance occurrence or coincidence that they've gotten you into a 3 of Cups situation. That's actually their preference because they like the competition. It like gets them off, if we can just be plain. Let's finish clarifying. You know how, if this is you in your relationship, you'll know this. You know why? Because like this is the type of person that like when you're out with them, they may blatantly look at other people and then laugh and joke with you about it, but they're not. Listen, they're not playing, put it that way. They like to see a rise out of you. Like this is the type of person that might leave their phone open on purpose for you to see them texting somebody else. Because they want to see you compete. They want to see you sweat. Pay attention to the red flags. There could be information that you don't know, secrets. This could be seeing another side of yourself or someone else that you're not really fond of. Someone in your midst could be a little bit defensive. This is a 10 of Pentacles, by the way, but communication. Communication is looking good. You may have built something with someone and you may be a little bit you may need to work on communication because if not taken care of now, it may become excessive. The lack of communication or the miscommunication could come excessively, and it may eventually eat at what it is that you've built or what you're trying to build. Let's clarify this 10 of Pentacles a little bit more because it's clarifying, pay attention to the red flags. Someone else could also be posing as somebody that they're not. Oh, okay. Ooh, no. Yeah, I mean, this is still posing, but all right, guys. So let's talk about it. 10 of Pentacles is clarified by the Empress. This could be someone who has children with someone else, or they could have children with you. The High Priestess, the information that you don't know, something that someone's not saying, or another woman. The 8 of Cups. This is all pay attention to the red flags, right? So in someone's life, they could be either being told to walk away. Someone could feel as though there is miscommunication, and if they're not heard, they will walk away. This is different scenarios. We're going to read them as they come. Someone could be dealing in a relationship where there is someone else, a third party. Someone could be, like I said, have children with someone. Or this could be a warning against pregnancy, because the 10 of Pentacles is the family card for me, legacy, right? So there could be someone that you're dealing with and they're not really that interested in you. And you may get that inclination every once in a while, but it could be what they're not telling you. And you may need just to show strength to walk away. Because they may be giving you signs and signals that they're not really that into you. Someone could be being manipulative, or this could be advice to you that you have all the tools that you need to move forward. I don't do reversals anymore, so this card is in the upright. This could mean having all the tools you need to move forward. This could also be somebody being manipulative, and this could also represent a Virgo, okay? Whatever that means to you. The Emperor. Somebody could be more controlling than they're letting on at this particular time. Someone could have promised you that they're going to walk away from a family. They're not. And that you've had red flags in the past that prove this. This is not, like I said before, this is not something that you don't know. You're paying attention. This is actually just going to get you to maybe look back at some flags that you had already thrown on a play or two or seen in the past. And now you look back at it like, oh, okay, like, yeah, maybe this person is not going to walk away. And I kind of had that feeling anyway. I had that intuitive feeling that this person may not be who they're posing to be. Recognition, someone could just like attention and they don't really mean anything by it. Someone could be offering you something and making it seem as though it's more than it really is, simply because this is the pay attention to the red flags portion. Correct, guys? I'm usually not into negativity, right? Someone is moving so slow. And I would say in this particular card, the red flag is really, do you like slow or not? Like, it's your choice. You know what I mean? They're coming towards you, but they're moving slow. And it may even seem like not at all, right? And then we have the World card. Cycles ending, new ones beginning. All right. So now that that's done, this has been the love reading. Let me know how you guys like this particular type of layout in the comments below. I'm still going to do next move, best move, because you guys really liked that last time. So don't worry about that. There's more love readings coming later on in the month. Okay. Let me get some other cards. My cards are all mixed up here. Let me pull a few of these and get us out of here. You've got time. Ever wonder what would make life's fleeting pain and sorrow totally and unquestionably worth it? How about living forever, wildly in love, and loved wildly? All right, so that's that card. Hold on a second, guys. Let me get two more cards. Do something new, do something different. Ever notice how it's easier to fall in love and to be fallen in love with when you're busy? You glow, we beam. Thanks. In case anyone should ask, your heart isn't so large because of your wings. It's your wings that are so large because of your heart. Sometimes loving so much can be pretty heavy. Thanks for all you've shared, the universe. All right, guys, this has been your love reading for the month of May, the general energies. Have a great rest of your day, and namaste, guys. Remember to tell a friend to tell a friend. Holla at me. Like, share, subscribe, comment below. All the shit I forgot. Okay, bye.